What's going on YouTube? This is Jack here, hanging out with you guys, playing some Monster Legends. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. And show your support as well as, So guys, today's video is a bit different video today. It's my top 5 video. My top 5 everything. My top 5 monsters, my top 5 best monsters, top 5 least monsters, and the monsters which I recommend worth buying. So, without further ado, let's jump into right away. So, first of all, I will rather go for the legendaries. Or let's just jump into from here. So, as you guys can see, I have favorites in all these 5 types. So, in these whole collection, this monster is my favorite right here. Thunder Eagle, a pretty good monster, decent here, and this uncommon guys. So in these I don't have that much good of an interest. Really, I don't really associate myself with that. But mostly, I got just one favorite. The Squish Dolph Champ. This one, guys. So this is Dolph Champ, a pretty good looking monster, right? And now, guys, rare monster. What? Oh, sorry, that's wrong. So wherever you again, rare monster. There. Here we have got a lot of options, but I really have a particular thing like this monster is pretty good. Like, to be honest with you guys, his attacks are pretty decent, pretty nice. That's good. Now guys, here is my favorite monster. Here we have a lot of, but guys, not everyone can be in my favorite monster, but this guy here is pretty awesome. Like, he has got the best skills ever. Like, a pretty good monster, pretty decent monster. That's what this needs. A pretty good epic monster, and pretty decent too. Stats are pretty decent. And now guys, let's jump into the best monsters ever. Legendaries. So, as you guys know, there are 594 monsters, but out of them, the most monsters are just legendaries, like 11 VIPs, 5 Nemesis, and more. The Generals, the War Masters, and more. So guys, that's it for the counting mistakes as well. So now guys, here we have got some decent stuff like this. Our number 5 monster is this Rockamantium's club weighs half a ton. He is pretty good, that's blah blah blah. But guys, there's something pretty bad with this monster. Like, it's just, that's it. You have to get it to level 100, that's it. Just that. Our number 4 monster is this Vetamagma. This monster is pretty decent too, and pretty good damage dealer. That's good, that's what I like. What about this? And this monster here is pretty bad, so no. Let's jump right into number 3. Our number 3 is Lord Moltus. Lord Moltus is a pretty good monster. Tucran uses it 100 times. It's pretty good actually, but sometimes it just cuts it out. Like, it's good. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's a bit worse. Like, you have to do it a ton of times, like that. And now guys, number 2. Our number 2 monster is pretty sweet. Our number 2 monster is this monstrosity right here, Horus, a pretty good monster, and I'm gonna show you guys his special skill. His special skill is pretty crazy, like this, like 50% chance of killing all enemies instantly. That's insane. And now, guys, let's jump into number 1. Our number 1 monster, yeah, you guessed it right, guys. This is Voltic, the best monster ever. And his attack, well, what to speak about him? Just insane. Just look at this, guys. He rose up, and he did that, and this, guys. This he did. Very heavy damage. Gives an extra turn to itself, like... That's just insane, guys. And now, guys, as we move, let's move to our worst monsters. So, I'll start with the common. And now, guys, so the most worst monster is Snake. Energy Surge or all energy, but I don't like this monster, guys. It's pretty bad. Although it may look like a snake, it may look cool, but no. This monster is a nope. Never buy it, never waste its money. You can just use it for anything else, but no. So that's what. Now, guys, literally, if you ask me, I never use that much uncommon monsters. They are pretty mediocre at best, like that. But the skill may be useful sometimes, only for if you use them. I never use these. Like, I don't use mostly these at all. Like, you should never really use uncommon monsters. They're sometimes bad. Now, as rare monsters, they're sometimes good, sometimes bad. I also don't have that much good stuff in here. But if anybody asked me what's my least favorite monster, that has to be Hedgie. Because, guys, just look at this. Like, that's something pretty weird. Like, who would waste such much things on just a mediocre monster? Like, I don't really like this monster. No bite. No number. Epics. Let's move on to epics. So, like this, there are a lot of monsters, but my least favorite monster is this. Like, there are a ton of monsters, but this is the worst. Like, this attack, that's pretty rare, and that just looks the same, no difference at all, guys. Now, guys, the legendary monsters. My worst favorite is this monster. I know what you guys are thinking. Just because of so much 10% more power, the higher the speed, the gold, etc, etc, etc. But guys, just think about it. Like, kills and regenerates all the very person stance enemies. What? And guys, you know, when you fight at the adventure map, it just shows a higher stat. Like, if you don't have a good monster, it will just crush you like a toothpick, guys. It will simply just crush you. That's what it will do. Firstly, when I got it, like, I was like, yay, I've got it, but now this thing sucks bad. Looks cool for looks only. Extremely bad. You broke my heart. So you're dead for me. And now, guys, so let's just jump into the best monster ever. Like, I would recommend you to get and worth buying an exclusive list, and etc, etc, etc. Like, guys, just look at this. Here are several VIPs and Nemesis, guys. First of all, my list of VIPs list does not include any VIPs or exclusive monsters because they need real money and they cannot be bought so easily. So, guys, but here is some pretty good monsters like this one. He's pretty good monster, pretty decent monster. One turn death countdown to the target. That's pretty good, like real good. Guys, Tyros, these monsters are all pretty good monsters. Like, I don't know about this one, really weird, but guys, like, there are more than 100 monsters. That's pretty decent, because there are many monsters worth buying. But what you actually look at is these. Like, if you are looking for good looking monsters who deal pretty good damage, insane damage, they're here right away. And the most recent monster is this Dracor. Pretty good, but it isn't seen yet. And sometimes they're even, it seems to me like as if they look like VIP, but they are not. It ain't VIP, guys. Neither Stalini nor Dracor. Although, if you see one, you'll find that there's them, like, just look at it. That's like the traits the most baddest thing, like. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye bye. And don't forget to subscribe and